bake your 3.2 liter cylinder head at 180 degrees for approximately 420 minutes. Good morning, afternoon, some time of the day. This morning has been a little all over the place. Went to the park, did kid things, played with Legos. We were all over the place this morning. So my buddy Sean is coming over tonight, and we are going to talk about all things 4L60. And he happens to know quite a bit about him. So, long and the short, calling in the ringer. My buddy Sean, he's very proficient in 4L60s, has agreed to come by and give me some guidance along the way. Basically like my brainiac cheat sheet, so I don't got to read the entire book, because I learn by doing. And as long as I have somebody walking me through a process, I can learn anything there is. So I figured, why not call Sean, see if he'd walk me through it. That's what we're gonna do. For now, enjoy this drive to my farm. I wonder if I can get demonetized for making my own lip sync remixes to songs. I think that doesn't make a bit of sense. It does in my mind. All right, step one of today's adventure. We got to get the temperature up in the garage up just a little bit above freezing. Right now it's 39 degrees according to that thermometer, and that one over there says it's like 42. So Paul hasn't got the carburetor or anything yet for this, so hopefully by the end of the day he'll get that stuff. We got the fire going. Now we just got to stock it, and we got to clean up this space a little bit. It's a little wretched in here, so I need space to work, and the only space I have available right now to work is also covered in a 3.2 liter engine. I think today might be the day that I make a quick trip to Stigmeyer's and drop some cylinder heads off. That, or we're gonna do it tomorrow when we go to Audi. One of the two. So I've yet to go to Audi and get the whole key fiasco fixed. I was gonna do it today, actually lie. I was gonna do it Friday. We got sidetracked afterwards because I had to make a turkey and inspections went longer. I was gonna do it Monday, which is today, and Sean said he can come by and help me rebuild the transmission. So the key is getting pushed back another day, and hopefully nothing will happen tomorrow and we can get it done tomorrow. Jordan might also go with me to get his car re-inspected. So, here nor there. Anyway, let's get it done. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna be taking cylinder heads to the cylinder head shop tomorrow. So I gotta get these kind of prepped. Well, ignore that. I gotta get the heads kind of broken down a little bit more. They're not quite ready to go. The biggest reason that I'm taking them though, can't really see it now. Whoop, shoot, knocking the lifters out. Those will all get cleaned anyway, so it'll be fine. There's rainbowing on some of these cylinders right around the valves, and usually rainbowing deals with like some extremely high temperature scenarios. And here, I am not a cylinder head expert. I used to work for one rebuilding, you know, supercharger things for him. He was a airflow only type of guy, and he taught me a lot, and he taught me a lot of things to pay attention for, and rainbowing is one of them, and I'm gonna take him down to him. We're gonna run these heads tomorrow down to his shop, have him check them out, have him deck them, because this motor did overheat. That's why it's here. It's over here because of a head gasket. So while removing the fuel injectors, I ended up accidentally breaking this one, which is what it is. I'll buy another one. It's not that big a deal. But the injector puller kit, these things, Amazon, they do work. They suck. It's like identical as far as kit to the Volkswagen one. As far as part number, I think it crosses over exactly to one that you can find on like FCP, Euro, or ECS tuning. I did not want to pay, I think it was like $200 or $300 for this kit, for like an OEM kit. I was like, man, that's kind of excessive. Looking and comparing the kits, there's the exact same amount of parts in each one. So I was like, okay, we're gonna try the $70 kit here. If not, oops, it is what it is. One of these days though, I am going to buy that $600 or $700 kit because I'm gonna have to have it. I don't know what it's gonna be on or what hard project I'm gonna take on, but one day it's gonna happen. Back to these things. Freaking fuel injectors suck to remove. I like to heat my cylinder heads, preheat them up a little bit, and that's solely just to get the metal to be malleable. Aluminum expands as most metals do under heat. I think maybe all metals expand under heat. Maybe not. There might be some weird alloy metals like vibranium out there that shrink under heat. I don't know. I find it easier to heat the cylinder heads a little bit away from your plugs, away from your injectors. That way your flameage doesn't just transfer over. Usually I've had these injectors just easily come right out. These ones, now that could be because this motor was overheated several times. Quite possible. Could be because they're just a glorified PETA and a new engineered failure point. Possibly. I don't know. I do know these do look a lot different than the older styles, so it's possible. So I'm breaking these cylinder heads down, and I noticed I almost forgot about these the cam screen here. I forget what they call this screen that's right here, but I hope you guys can see this. I hope you guys can see this. All the metal that's in there. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not to mention all the contamination of oil and coolant mixed through this cylinder head. You can see the difference of like, you can just see where all the contaminant chocolate milk got into both heads everywhere. It's everywhere. Even in these little screens that there's contaminants in them. These things are awful. I don't know how the heads got oil at all with so much debris in them. We're gonna get those changed out. I made this little rack basically just to hold the lifter assemblies on for now while I have these heads off at the machine shop, and we still gotta take the rest of the remaining bolts out. But these fuel injectors, I've got them soaking right now, and there's these two clips right here. On either side I have another injector. These injectors have these little clips on them, and I gotta have the ears on some of these aren't folded down all the way. They're like kind of all mushed up a little bit, so basically I gotta fold them down, flatten them down, so I can get this tool to slide around there so that I can then use this guy, or where'd the slide hammer, oh, the slide hammer attachment, and pop them up out of there. So that's the deal. That's what I'm doing, and just got to get it done. Back to it. Not touching my camera lens this time. I was getting ready to like do one of these and touch the camera lens, and then I thought about it. I'm like, no. This is a big old chunk of aluminum. I'm having some problems getting heat in it, and I don't want to torch these things. This one, I heated it up a few times, and the injector just pulled right out one of those moments where I did not have the camera on. I was like, what the heck am I doing? That's probably gonna be the most perfect one of them all. I know somebody is yelling at me right now for doing that. Somebody's probably saying you're gonna score the head. Well, the head's already getting milled, so I'm not super concerned about it. We're just gonna set it there, see if we can get some radiant heat off of this thing. Like, there's a nice little cozy fire boy in there. Let's see if we can get some heat in this head. Or smoke out my garage because that's covered in oil. One of the two is gonna happen. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna check back in here in a bit. I'm gonna set this camera down, get some stuff cleaned up. It's almost 5 o'clock and Sean's gonna be out here soon, so gotta get to it. Bake your 3.2 liter cylinder head at 180 degrees for approximately 420 minutes and let cool. That's definitely warm. All right, let's see if we can get this done now. Ah, there it goes. And there you go. There's one fuel injector. And then here's your clip. I was getting frustrated. I had one of the injectors like do some funky stuff on me. The plastic broke off the outside edge. It's right there. You can see it. And it aggravated me, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I stopped for a few minutes, came back and got him out. So it just frustrated me. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta step away from things. And I got the head hot and I kept burning myself, and that me off. Sean's on his way out right now, so I'm gonna run to the store. I forgot to get brake clean, didn't realize he was coming out, and I know he's gonna wanna use brake clean. Maybe we'll even shoot a, this is the way your dad showed me how to do it. This is how I do it. Clunk type thing. Anyway, all right guys, you know, you gotta get, I mean, come on. You gotta get on that bandwagon of hype every once in a while. It's trending, so let's jump on the trend wagon a little bit. Yeah, that's so social influencer mind programming of me to hear myself say. Like, for real, for real. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get some stuff going here. I'm gonna run to the store, so let's go take a quick drive. I probably should throw a few more logs on the fire before we go. All right, Sean, tell me what's going on.
Okay, so and when you pull open the transmission pan, first thing you want to inspect for clutch material, which is this black shit here.
Okay.
You want to check for any excessive metal shavings. This is metal shavings here, but these aren't excessive because this is a magnet. It's designed that way. Anytime you got metal on metal, you're going to have metal shavings.
There's a towel right there.
Yep. You're going to have metal shavings. So
okay,
that's not it. So what we're going to do is what is known as a quick build, or as some the guys in the transmission world say, this is called a patch build or a clutch slap.
A clutch slap.
Yep.
So like a brake slap, pad and slap,
yeah.
Pad and stab. All right, so the pad and stab word, basically if somebody says we're gonna pad and stab your car, that means they're gonna take the brake calipers off, compress them, and just shove pads on it and go.
That's it.
That's what it is. That is a super common thing you'll see at used car dealerships, for the record.
The reason why we're going to do this with this is because nothing in here is telling me that it's severe. Now, you told me the transmission did not have reverse, and the reason why it doesn't have reverse is known as a reaction shell. The reaction shell is the only thing.
Is that pit over there on the floor?
No, that's the input drum.
Okay, so, but we got a reaction shell, right?
Reaction shell. No, we don't have a reaction shell. So we don't have a reaction.
So we're gonna need one.
We're gonna need one.
All right, cool. So this is a two-part thing then.
Basically, a 4L60 is a 700 R4.
All right.
This is your pressure sensor here. Okay.
Okay.
This one here is held in by two 10 millimeters. This is a TCC, and this is a PWM, or pulsating width modulator. Okay, and what that does is that works with the fluid. There's a technical term, but I don't want to even get into all that.
Yo, you are perfect. This same shit I say.
This is your this is your EPC, or electronic pressure control sensor. Okay, this regulates the pressure. This reads the pressure off it. This is your manifold pressure sensor. There are 5 little holes that read the pressure to it. This is this. These are your shift solenoids. Shift solenoid A, shift solenoid B, or it might be shift solenoid A, shift solenoid B. Either way, they're both reversible. You can put them in there how it is. This is an applied servo. Here's another applied servo here.
So these things basically vary, right?
Actually, this is a 2 plunger set. There's a plunger on this side,
okay,
and there's a plunger over here on the back side. And what separates it is the separator plate, which separates the valve body from the case.
Gotcha.
Okay? In there are check balls. If you do not know where the check balls are, do not fucking mess with this shit. Leave the fucking check balls alone. You put it in the wrong spot, and your shit will engage park, reverse, and drive all in the same fucking
Have you done
gear.
that before?
Yes, on a 4T65. I mismatched the hoses, and it would back up for 25 feet, and then it bind up. Reverse and drive would engage at the same damn time.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. All right, guys, I'm gonna let him take some more of this apart, and then we're gonna come back and see what's what. So this is kind of fun tonight. A little bit different type of upload for Vlogmas, I think. What do you think?
I think this is gonna be awesome.
You learn anything?
I'm learning a lot.
Good. Go get dirty.
School ever taught me.
Go get dirty then.
There's first.
Which ones are those?
These are low input or first.
This is a deep hole.
Yeah, that's real deep.
It's like the rabbit hole of every project right there.
That is your reverse piston, applied piston.
Oh, that's that thing.
No, it's
Dude,
not.
where is that piece at? Okay, I felt like an idiot this whole time. I'm like, did I miss it? Where's going on here? I don't
Nope,
do
you
automatic transmissions yet. Now I do.
What this is if I took this valve body off, there is a hole that I can push air through to actuate the reverse piston. See, this is the retaining spring right there. This is what drives it back down.
Gotcha.
Right. And then you can pop that.
So let me ask you, on this whole thing, this piece right here that we were
That
talking
is reaction shell.
that's the reaction shell. That is what I heard go bang. So what I hear go bang then?
It could have been bang from that, but you see it's completely smooth. It shouldn't. It should have
there's
teeth in there.
Nothing in there whatsoever.
Right.
So that's reverse though.
That is reverse. No, this and that is reverse.
Gotcha. So we need that. I have to replace that.
Right. This is your forward drum. This actuates in reverse and forward. I don't know how that all works. I have to get the applied chart.
Dang,
on the
that's
applied it'll say drive, and then it will have the parts of the transmissions, which ones are applied, and each gear, which ones are applied and whatnot. And that's how we troubleshoot what's going on after we rebuild it, because that's how we do it.
That drywall touchscreen.
Yeah, it's drywall touchscreen. That's how I do it. That's because I'm visualizing it as I'm saying it.
You're good, dude. You're good. I think most of us out there probably do the same stuff. I know I do it in my head. Like I can picture what a thing is and like the bits of something.
But I'm one of few transmission builders that's CVT certified by Nissan.
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah, so I'm pretty good at what I do. That's it. That's the retaining locking snap ring. Then you just reach in there like
You're
so.
making all sorts of messes and shit.
That's all right. Now we're gonna read the clutches. Oh, looky there. Somebody was starting to get warm. See here? See how it's darker there, lighter out there? They started to get warm. This is first and low reverse. These are...
Those don't look near as bad as the ones that you sent me a video of that night.
No, those were 3/4 clutches. Those always burn up in here. They always do. And as you can see, every time that I do them, I group them together.
That's a good little trick. I like that.
Well, I can thank Reggie Robinson.
All right,
for
so we
that
can
one.
move this over here.
You can move that away.
All right. Let's...
Now, here comes the fun part.
Oh shit.
Don't worry about it.
What about that ring?
I know where everything goes.
All right.
You can scramble this bitch up all day long, and I know exactly where everything goes.
I'll throw it all in a freaking box.
Right, and then be
Test
like,
his
Sean,
ass.
and then Sean, put it back. Oh, okay, no problem. I got you covered.
Yo, I do the same stuff, I ain't gonna lie, with like most 2.7s. Anything Honda, it don't matter. Pretty much everything Audi. I just, except for those things. Anything Audi chain drive, when we get down to the engine, it's like, okay, we gotta bag a little bit of this up, bag it up like cylinder head per side. Makes life a little bit easier.
These are your 3/4 clutches.
Okay.
This is 3rd and 4th gear, basically. have flat spots and burns, but they're choline steels. Very, very tight, very, very good steel. What you can do to prolong them so you don't have to buy them, but we don't have to worry about that because what do we have?
New ones.
We have new ones.
Right.
So we don't have to worry about them. But you can use a fibrous angled grinder and grind them up and make them look real clean and whatnot. I wouldn't recommend like a 35 grit green pad. That can get
like one of those little fiber Brillos.
Yeah, that go on the angle grinder.
Okay.
Those little small green ones that are high grit, I wouldn't recommend unless you really know what the fuck you're doing.
All right, guys. Well, with Sean's help tonight, we got the transmission all broke down. He did like 90% of the work. I did the hand me the tool job, got in on the assist where I could. But tomorrow I got to go get a reaction shell and some other bits. If you want to know or want to see more of just about a 4L60 or you want to pick his brain, get down in the comment section. Let me know and I will get Sean back on because I've got another transmission that we are going to bulletproofinize. I'm going to build something with an LS 4L60 and we're just going to send it. All right, guys, well, I'm going to wrap this one up. I know it's been a long one, and I had to shoot an outro after the fact. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. I'm outie.